Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to take a look at the Hiya Toys G.I. Joe Beachhead figure.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Alright, let's quickly look at the packaging for the G.I. Joe Beachhead from Hiya Toys. This is actually not the one I'm going to be opening. I'm going to be opening this one here that has a sticker on it. This is the one I got from Gundamn. They put a sticker right on the box there, which I'm not happy with, but I'm going to open him anyways. But I think to show you the packaging, I wanted to show you one without that sticker on it. I did get several of these guys. I don't have many beachheads. In fact, I don't have any loose beachheads. So in this video, I won't be able to do a comparison with my loose collection. Beachheads always evaded me. I do have a Pursuit of Cobra beachhead mint on card. But beachhead's always been one of those ones that's been tough for me to find at a good, decent price. And I never had one as a kid. But I do see Beachhead as kind of like Firefly, a bit of a trooper. So I did get several of them. This is one, I'm going to probably open both of these, but for this video, I'm going to open this one. But awesome, nice, thick cardstock. Great image here of the graphic, I guess, of the figure. More of an animation, sort of computer rendering graphic rather than the figure itself. Can clearly see all of the accessories inside the bubble. It is punched card, and then there's some action poses of the figure on the back. A lot of legalese here. Not much. I do wish they do a cross sell or something, but I understand that this is just how they're doing them now. Very nice looking figure, very nice presentation. I love that they've gone back to this card, you know, instead of some of the weird shapes that some of the other Hasbro lines at the end, the movie lines, kind of came out with. But that is the packaging. Let's get this guy open. All right, here is Beachhead out of packaging, and I've got him all geared up, and he's pretty fun. He's pretty fabulous, guys. This is the fourth or the fifth Hiya Toys Joe I've opened now, and this is right up there with the best of them. I haven't opened a bad one yet. You know, I've put off opening the Flint, and I have the Lady J and the Destro now as well. Haven't got to them yet, but I really, really like this Beachhead. He is a lot of fun. A lot of cool stuff. I think that is where the bowcaster goes. I didn't see that anywhere. I haven't seen another review on this guy yet. Kind of wanted to have fresh eyes and fresh mind opening this. But I think that's where the crossbow goes, or bowcaster. I'm not sure what that's called, but it does come right off. Takes a little bit of pulling, but you can see there's a nice hole there for the handle. So let's do accessories really quick. Here is that bowcaster. It's done in a nice dark green. There's a lot of sculpting on it, and it looks pretty good. Don't really care for these as weapons though for military guys. It does come with the obligatory stand that they all come with. It does have two of the H or I joints right there. I put them on there. It came with two gripping hands. They're no fists, but they're pretty close. They're so close. This one especially is so minorly open. I think you can see the light through it right there. This one's open a little bit more. I was very happy to see though that he came with two trigger finger hands already on. It's always kind of tricky when you're taking off Hiya and Joy Toy hands because of the ball joint that they use at the wrist. He did come with this pistol as well. Fits right in this holster. This holster is a separate piece too. It looks like it could come off. It is a soft rubber, but the pistol has got a nice green metallic wash over it. A lot of sculpting there. It's even a little bit shinier than the bowcaster. And it's got, yeah, it's like a metallic wash, I think. That's kind of how I see it. But it is a nice piece, and he also comes with this removable knife in his boot. And it feels like that does not come off. It might eventually break off though. Looks like it's just glued on, that scabbard there on the boot. This one, oddly, this one is molded on, where this is a separate piece here. The beret is an accessory. It does come off, fits really well. It's got a nice little patch there. There's a lot of actual shading too. I think you can see that there. It's like a black sort of wash into the, what would they be? I'm not sure, but I think you could see it there. So it's not a solid, red. And it is sturdy. It's a little squishy. Just to wrap around the head. It's a nice piece. I'm glad I got two of these guys because they're kind of like, with the berets, they look like they're like security troopers or some kind of, airborne or something. Let's take a look at the rifle. And the rifle as well is that nice metallic green. But there's highlights of blue in there. I think you could see them in the ammo clip. Or the magazine there. There's like a little bit of highlights of blue. A lot of sculpting on this gun. This rifle, pretty nice. No drill barrel or anything. But it looks really good. He holds it really well. And then the backpack. Long peg. It looks kind of like this piece would come off, but it doesn't. It is a solid piece, and as far as I can tell, that's it. Nothing else. The bow went on there, but I don't see any other place. He holds all his other weapons pretty well in his hands or on his leg, his thigh, his boot. So unlike the Firefly, I think that is it. But it is flat on the bottom, I think, so you can stand it up. So well thought out. The vest doesn't feel like the vest is meant to come off. I don't see a clip or anything anywhere where it would come off and you can slide it off. So I think it is meant to stay on there. A lot of sculpting on his uniform. All the different pouches here in the vest, the shin armor, nice little metallic wash over the knee guards. Just really well done. A lot of brown, black, and a little bit of gray silver here. I'm not sure what that little device is there on his shoulder. It was in the picture as well. And then this green, this nice green, the baklava. I think that's what it's called, the mask, the hood. Very cool. Eyes are straight. This is a good figure, guys. This is really good. I could definitely see building a squad of these guys. Having a platoon of these dudes. I know he's Beachhead, but he could just be anybody, really. I think that's what I like most about him. So articulation-wise, you got a ball-jointed head. Feels like it's on a barbell. He's got those, I'll call them butterflies, but they're not like a true butterfly. Because you can't totally get his arms in. But he can do what you need to do. I think you saw he can hold the gun almost and look down the barrel. He's got bicep swivel, ball jointed shoulders. They're tight. At first I was like, oh, he can't get a T-pose, but he can. They're just really tight. And with Hiya, you always got to be a little bit careful. You You don't break anything, you don't snap anything. But you can get a good, nice T-pose. So I guess we'll call it a butterfly with the ball joint, with the bicep swivel, double hinge the elbow, and then he's got that Hiya ball hinged wrist that I don't like, but that is what Hiya does, and Joy Toy as well. He's got that sort of ball joint at the waist, I think, that allows him to crunch, but it's hindered a little bit by the vest. But the vest is a nice soft plastic, much like the holster here. He has the drop down hips that Hiya likes to do. Can ball hinged hips here, thigh swivel, double hinge at the knee. No boot swivel on this guy, but he does have the pivot rocker ankle. So very modern, very good figure. Definitely a pickup, guys. Definitely a pickup. Even if you're not a G.I. Joe fan, you just like military stuff, this is the guy to get. Maybe get several. Yeah, the wrinkles, that was the word I was thinking of earlier, because he's got a lot of wrinkles in his outfit. The wrinkles of the beret, I think you can see the black tone in there. A lot of good sculpting. A lot of sculpting in this guy. All of them so far. Those elbows work really good. Get a lot of good poses with this guy. Let's put the gun back in his hand, the rifle. Kind of show you what I meant. Because, you know, a traditional, or like on a 1/12 scale butterfly joint, or, you know, their arms come more in like this. His do just enough. He can hold this rifle just enough, and his head tilts just enough. Get it down just a little bit. You can't get the stock. I think that's the part, is he just can't get the stock of the rifle in his shoulder and look down at it at the same time. You kind of have to pull it up and pull it out, and then he can like that. But you can see that that's not in his shoulder where it should be. So it's almost a butterfly joint. It's almost there, but I think that works. That's enough for me. It's a good looking figure, and he can carry all of his accessories on his person. I don't think I'll use those other two hands. I think that these ones will be better for holding the knife though, but maybe not. I don't think I need them. This is going to be all I need right here. Great figure, guys. Let's do a couple size comparisons with some other lines, and then we'll do some final thoughts. All right, first size comparison. We've got an Acid Rain World Chief Doge here, and I believe this is May. I can't remember her name. It's a Star Wars Vintage Collection from the Acolyte. May or Osha. I think it's May. May was the bad girl. I can't quite remember. She is 375, so she is quite small, even for a Star Wars figure, and you can see she comes up right about to his shoulder. I still think this all works. You know, he could be out on mission somewhere where people are a little bit shorter. He is an American soldier, so he's a big dude. We've got an Acid Rain here, though. Those are always a good 4 1/4 almost. True 1/18 figures, these two. She is 375, but I think it still works scale-wise. Size comparison here, I've got a Joy Toy Cult of San Reja figure. I armed him up with some Acid Rain weapons, and then we've got the Robo Skull Skeletron Geyer Wolf, which I have just done a video on. I'm not sure if it will come out before this Beachhead one or after, but I will be doing a video on these Robo Skull Skeletron figures, the 3 different modern figures that they've done, the Jungle Trooper, the Red Wolf, and this Geyer Wolf. But you can see here, they are all right about the same size. They all fit in really well together. I could definitely see these guys fighting it out. Could be a fun battle. But there you go, one more size comparison. All right, and for one final size comparison here, we've got a Fresh Monkey Fiction Eagle Force figure, and I forget his name now. I can't quite remember. Been playing around with him a lot though. Put the bubble helmet on him. Looks really good. You can see he's right about the same size, a little bit shorter. And then here we have the Necromancer from, what is it, Grindstone Toys. I did a video on this guy. He was a Joe exclusive, but you could see there that they are also about the same size. Very comparable in scale. And these guys use a bit of the same buck as well. So there you go. 1/18 scale, Fresh Monkey Fiction, and the Necromancer with the Hiya Toys Beachhead figure. Alright guys, in conclusion, this is a pickup. I can recommend them. I would say do not pass this one up. You know, as just a soldier in general, I would grab this guy. This guy can go with any of the Joy Toy modern military stuff. He scales perfectly with those guys. I would definitely grab this one. This isn't one to sleep on. In fact, I think he might be my favorite so far out of the ones that I've opened. They've all been good. I haven't had a stinker yet. And they've actually, I think, they've gotten better. These last 2 or 3, the Cobra Commander, this Beachhead, and Firefly, I think they've gotten better and better. I think this one is better than the Firefly. He's a little bit different, you know, than the Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, and Cobra Commander. Those are ninjas, and Cobra Commander's, you know, sort of in a dress uniform. But I definitely think this guy's better than the Firefly, and a great troop builder if you can do it. I'm glad I got a couple of them. I hope I can get a few more. I'm not sure that I can though. I think these things are selling out. They're getting harder to get. You got to buy them from overseas if you're here in the States. But pick them up. I wouldn't pass on this one. So near perfect figure for me, for my taste, my liking. Great figure all the way around. Accessories, sculpt, paint, articulation. This is a pickup. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye now.